All right, so this is going to be a second video, continuation video from last time we tore apart our engine and found out what the gaps for the shims and stuff. In today's video we're going to be finishing up, we're starting pretty much from start to finish. I'm going to explain to you guys how to install the meth kit on the S60R and where we bolted the pump, what we used for the reservoir, and how we're wiring everything. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys all about it in this video. Hope will help. I'll do my best to understand everything and explain everything in the video, so that way you know who are you guys, whoever wants to install this. So it could be a lot of help. I'm sure you guys will use a lot of this information if you've never done one of these. So hopefully you guys find it helpful. Okay, so we'll start with what reservoir we use. So we use the original the reservoir for the windshield wipers reservoir. So we just tapped into the reservoir. As you guys see, this pipe right here, we just screwed that in, used the adapter there, sealed it nicely, and then just ran it underneath the behind the intercooler, underneath it kinda. So as you guys can see right here, it goes from behind kinda underneath this. Let me see right here. So it just ran underneath and over up to here, and then the pump is mounted right on the frame rail, and you guys will need a self-tapping screws. You can get the spring-loaded washers or whatever they're called, so that way they don't come loose, but you just pretty much screw into the frame rail right there on both sides, and that's going to be the mounting point for the pump itself, right underneath the left headlight. So, and then now we're just running the wires. We're running it through the frame rail, right? Or no? Oh wait, no, that crash bar.
Nope, that's just.
Oh, that's just, yeah. Anyways, never mind.
They're running right in the inside of the fender.
Yeah. So yeah, we're running it through the. So we took the screws off the fender, moved the fender aside, so that way we can hide the wires that we run through the fender, and out this way here, through here. So we can show you guys on the inside.
We have it coming through this little hole that IPD recommends.
So yeah, there's that hole right there, yeah, right by your fuse box, right underneath through there, and then that's gonna be the controller, right?
Yep.
And then there's gonna be the controller. We're just gonna mount the controller right there on the right side of the steering wheel. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. When we made some progress, I'll do an update on where everything is permanently, because right now we're just still in a process, but that's where we're at with all of it. Okay, and then for the pipe where we put the injector is, it's a 500cc injector, the one included at the AEM one, and we tapped it into the intercooler pipe. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's at the tap size. What is it? 1/8 by what? 17? Oh no, wait.
It's just 1/8 MPT. There's not.
1/8 MPT. I think it's 17. Anyways, hold on. I'll grab the tap size. I'll tell you guys the exact tap size that you guys need for the tap. When you just drill a hole and then tap it, and then just screw this in the injector itself. So the tap is the 1/8. Let me see, right there. 1/8 NPT 27. That's the tap that we used for the injector into the pipe. Okay, so a little update. So there's the injector we put in. There's the silicone pipe comes off the intercooler. We kind of made a mistake a little bit. I mean, we hooked it up still, but we made that injector way too close to the hose. So the best way to put the injector is put it like leave maybe a few inches for the silicone pipe, and put the injector like probably, I mean, yeah, test fit it on the car, the pipe, put the piping on and mark it. So it's like right in the middle of the pipe. And then what is this? Is this? I think that's AC piping. If I'm not, yeah, that's probably for the AC. These little hoses. So put the sensor right in between, so that way you clear, because right now it's touching the hose. That's just temporary. We're gonna need to relocate that. We need to move it out, unscrew it, put a plug there, and put it a little closer to here. But for now it'll work for us. But yeah, we went to get some wires. What's his name, Brendan and David, my brother. So yeah, we're just wiring it up, hooking all the wires up right now, and I put the clamps up, and yeah, and then we'll see if we can get the tuning done for the meth today. But we'll see if that works out. If not, we're just gonna hook everything up so it's in runnable condition, and we're just not gonna run the meth right now and then finish it up next weekend or something. And one more thing, so for the ground, for the wire ground, we ran it just to here, to these grounds here, and we hooked the power up to here, and we just ran a fuse. What amp fuse did we use?
I have a fuse, yeah.
There's no fuse?
Not
Okay,
yet.
what amperage are we gonna run on that one? So we need a fuse supply, 15 amp? 15 or 20 amp fuse?
10.
Oh, 10,
So let's
okay. So we'll do probably like a 10 or 15 fuse here for the power, just in case, so just the precautionary type of measure you want to take for the pump. So yeah, ground here, and then power and a fuse in that wire. All right, you guys, so when you guys fill the meth in here, you got to make sure you don't plug in the washer fluid pump. So leave it unplugged because you don't want that running on your windshield. So plug in the sensor, the level sensor. That's what we're gonna use to, you know, to know how much fluid we got in here. But the pump we do not plug in. So we got it all hooked up. Everything's all good now. We got that nozzle out. I forgot to show you. We got the nozzle out. Remember when I showed you guys, we kind of positioned it in the wrong place. So we took the injector out and repositioned it and put a plug in the other hole. So it's all good now. We routed it right underneath the fender there, all nicely, right into the car. Nice and clean. There's a controller right there. I don't know, flashlight's kind of bright, but we can see the AEM controller. This is the minimum boost control, when it starts spraying. This is the maximum when it stops. So we're about 8 pounds of boost here when it starts spraying, and then 18 here when it stops. So that's the controller for that. And yeah, so now we're just gonna go for a test drive, and I'm gonna tell you guys, you know, if I feel any difference, how it feels. We got the tune done. Brendan, I'll include a link to him. He's with partner with the S60R on Instagram. Brendan, he tuned, his local here, so he tuned the car after we installed the meth injection, Water-meth, and he tuned it for us. So we took a bunch of road trips. We logged. He had a logger hooked up to the car, so he logged the car, he watched the car, how the car is acting, and he adjusted the tune to proper tune with the water meth, because you don't want to drive a car with just water meth without a tune. You will destroy your car. So yeah, now we're gonna go for a test drive, and I'll let you guys know all about it. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys know all about it. We're gonna first impressions of driving. Alright, so yeah, the tune is dialed in now, obviously. So I'm just I just want to see how this car acts, if I can see a major difference, like in power or whatever. So smooth. It's kind of, I don't really know how to explain it, to be honest. I'm gonna turn around and do one more pull, kind of from first gear now. Accelerates the same in every gear right now, like compared to before. You know, you'd tell the difference between like first gear, second gear, third gear is not as well. This one now, it seems like it's almost identical, the power level in every single gear. It is weird in a way. You know, I never drove a car with Water-meth injection, so I don't really know how they're supposed to feel, but comparing it to my P3 and comparing it to just the regular stage 2 tune and now Water-meth, the difference is definitely noticeable. It pulls the same in every single gear, like it accelerates the same. Like you don't feel no power drop like in between gear, like you upshift first, second, third, fourth. It pulls almost exactly the same. Like the power is the same. You know, well, I didn't go all the way to 6. I think this is 6th gear. Yeah, I didn't go all the way to 6. I think I hit the 4th gear, but it pretty much pulled the same in every gear. Yeah, it's the same in every single gear. It just, man, it's interesting. I mean, it's nowhere near my P3 model. Like even with Water-meth, it's not. I don't know about, like, you know, higher speeds, you know, after 80, 90. I didn't take it that far. Yeah, anyway, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that, but just looking at, you know, comparing the two from before, like, you know, from regular stage 2 to Water-meth with the tune adjustment, is definitely noticeable in these cars. It improves the, how do you want to word this? It improves the acceleration. It pretty much, you get the same power almost in every gear. I don't know about the 5th gear and 6th, how you will do, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same. Like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, it is hauled. Like it didn't even feel it. So I'm impressed in a way. I'm kind of impressed, to say the least. I mean, I'm not shocked, but I am impressed, because I mean, if it pulled the same as my P3 did, which I highly doubt, you know, to get to that point, it'll need a lot more than just Water-meth. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Would I recommend getting Water-meth? Probably, yeah, because first of all, you get a lot lower air temperatures. That's first, so your engine runs a lot cooler. Your engine doesn't have to work as hard, and it's just, I don't know, and you get a power boost with I guess, I don't know, with minor money spent. Like you don't have to spend a lot of money for this, but you add a little bit of weight to the car. Obviously you add power, but you add a little weight. But we compromise. Like we use the washer reservoir for the Water-meth tank, and we use the, obviously, the washer reservoir for the level. Also, we left the sensor in there. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. I would definitely recommend doing it. It's, well, if you're trying to get like every little bit out of your stage 2 power. Even if you go stage 3 and you're trying to get like a little bit more power, Water-meth is definitely the way to go. It will keep your engine colder, it'll run a lot better, but I would definitely recommend getting a tune adjustment for the Water-meth. You don't really want to run the Water-meth without the tune. I mean, you can get a really small injector that barely sprays anything in there. It may be okay, but I wouldn't do it. I would just get the proper injector and just tune it. That way you get your maximum power gains, and yeah, and your car runs a lot better. So yeah, I'm impressed with the results that I got. I didn't think there was going to be much difference between the regular stage 2 and Water-meth, adding the Water-meth to the system and tuning it, but actually is. Because before, when I drove this car, like in 1st gear would pull nice, you know, the fastest. The 2nd gear is a little slower, the 3rd gear is slower, but now it's like, well, 1st gear is different because it's really short gear, but you go 2nd, 3rd, 4th, it's almost identical. Like the car accelerates, the acceleration, even if you watch the speedometer, it just climbs at exactly the same rate. It's really impressive. It doesn't feel as fast, but that's partly because, you know, I mean, I'm comparing it to my P3 now. If you guys watch the video, I have 500 pound-feet of torque to the wheels. In the P3, that's 680 Newton meters, but that's what makes my car really feel, to say, crazy, pretty much. because you stomp on that car, it just puts you back in the seat. This doesn't feel that much, because I don't think this has as much, it probably has a little bit more than half of the torque that I have, but that's one of the reasons why it doesn't feel that fast. It could have the same horsepower maybe as me, but the torque is not there. That's why it doesn't feel that way. If we did a race, which we probably soon will, it would show that, you know, when you go on a roll, probably higher speeds, this car, it will give this car a little more advantage compared to that one. So it will definitely show if there is, you know, power difference, because torque, I mean, torque is really useful from dig and at lower speeds. When you go to the higher speeds, the torque doesn't play too much of a role. So it's that's where all the horsepower and everything kicks in. So we'll definitely test them against each other. We're gonna go to a drag strip soon. It's raining, it's kind of nasty weather, so the drag strip is definitely gonna be closed. So once we see the drag strip is open and it's dry, I will take it there. We'll test this car, we'll test the P3, we'll probably take our blue one, we'll test all the 3 cars. I have Draggy up. I will also be using that now. I have a little bit more free time now, so on my hands, so I'll be doing more videos. The next video is probably going to be us assembling the shimming and assembling that engine that we took apart in our last video, so stay tuned for that. So we'll have some more content on that one. I also got some more stuff ordered for the P3. I will make those videos, so I have a lot of content, you know. I'm constantly doing things to, you know, one or the other or the third or the fourth car. We have 4 Volvos in our family, so I will have a lot of content, so you guys, you know, you won't be bored, hopefully. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and as usual, see you next time.